Yo, what's up, everybody? So it has been a while. It has been a long time since I talked to the Sifu fam. Yo, it feels good to be back. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, life happens, but we back to it. If you don't already know, what have you been doing? But One Piece chapter 1083 secretly dropped these past couple of days. So make sure you go check it out. And of course, make sure you guys are dropping a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Yo, we're on our way to 400 subs. So make sure you hit that sub button. Yeah, and let's get straight into it.
Hey, listen!
Yeah, so this chapter is appropriately titled The Truth of That Day because of what we're about to get into. The chapter picks up at Kamabaka Queendom, and it seems that everybody is happy. We see Morley and the other commanders out here. They're happy that Sabo's home. You know what I'm saying? They have not seen Sabo in a while, and they've seen the rumors. Of course, they've seen the newspaper that Sabo was the alleged killer of King Cobra, and Sabo's just here to tell the truth. Of course, we as a fan base never suspected Sabo, not for 1 second, that he would do something so egregious as to kill a good king like King Cobra. So we're here to get the truth of the matter. And that's exactly what Sabo does here. He explains to us that going into Marijoa, they had 3 main goals. Number 1, to declare war by destroying the symbol of the Celestial Dragons. Number 2, free as many slaves as possible. And number 3, retrieving Kuma. And of course, destroying the food storage in the land of the gods. Now, it's funny that he mentions this because I feel like all 3 of these goals line up with something that Luffy would do, right? Except for the 4th one, right? Luffy would definitely destroy the symbol of the Celestial Dragons. He would definitely free as many slaves as possible. And, I think that he would free Kuma as well. I think Luffy thinks nothing but great things of Kuma, especially after meeting Bonnie. However, destroying the food storage, I just don't see Luffy getting behind that, bro. I think there might be actual issues between Luffy and Sabo here, but we continue. So honestly, they're taking a W from this plan because the majority of it went pretty well, right? And Dragon goes on to explain that 8 of the 12 countries that are under their control have started revolutions themselves. And Ivankov kind of chimes in here and says it's kind of a mess because Lucia Kingdom, of course, mysteriously disappeared. Now, we know that the Lucia Kingdom was erased off the map by Imu. Whatever power that Imu has, he's able to take out complete islands. Bro is crazy. But 7 out of those 8 have successfully stopped paying the heavenly tribute and cut off all exports with the world government. They're trying to cripple the world government on an economic level. And Ivankov has this very evil, diabolical monologue here, and he says that not even the gods will be able to withstand the food stampede, and they'll finally know what it's like to live without money or food. Hee-haw! And Ivankov is... I love Ivankov. He is a crazy character. Shout out to Frankenfurter. Dragon chimes in here and says, yep, the plan should work. And of course, they're not the kind of people that take blows in silence. Basically saying the world government's just not going to sit back and allow you to cut off their food and money supplies, bro. Like, that's not going to happen. But he goes on to say, once the Holy Knights make a move, that's when the real battle will begin. Now, pause. Time out. The Holy Knights? Who the hell are those? And of course, we get silhouettes here. We know that the one silhouette of Shank has been floating around the internet. It's basically a silhouette here of somebody that looks just like Shanks, but he's referencing the Holy Knights. So it's basically sent the entire fan base into a tailspin. And, it just makes you think, like, have they not been fighting the real powers of the world government this entire time? Are the admirals not the strongest powers in the world government? Are the cipher poles? Well, we know the cipher poles are scrubs. Let's not even count the cipher poles. But the admirals, bro, like, who are these Holy Knights? Are they stronger than the admirals themselves? Man, Oda's really definitely taking the power structure of One Piece in this final saga and really flipping it on its head. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yes, the Holy Knights, super duper interesting. But Ivankov goes on to say that Sabo, Flame Emperor boy, even now the world's government's #1 target is you. And Dragon chimes in here and he says, yeah, this whole assassination of King Cobra, facts aside, this made you a hero. And Dragon knows that King Cobra was a good king, a benevolent king, and the people loved him. However, in revolutionary circles, even if you align with the world government at all, even if you're a good king, the fact that you're aligned with the world government makes you an enemy. So it's made Sabo a hero in a lot of circles. And you can tell this is a lot of responsibility for Sabo to shoulder. Of course, being known as the person who killed King Cobra around the world, yeah, it'll start the revolution, but it's a heavy burden for Sabo to bear. And he goes on to say this, that if that's what it takes to spark the flames of revolution, then fine. But he does feel sorry that King Cobra had to be sacrificed for that purpose. And it kind of makes it seem like, I don't know, maybe Cobra is in cahoots in this. Maybe he sacrificed himself for the revolution, because they don't seem like crazy upset that Sabo's being framed here. You know what I'm saying? They seem like it was almost a part of the plan. We get a flashback to the Reverie at Marijoa, and it shows the very moment where the revolutionaries attack the food supply at Marijoa. There's a big explosion. There's chaos. People are running. They destroy the symbol of the celestial dragons. Of course, we see St. Charlos and Bam. You know, they're all freaking out. Yo, these celestials are straight if you know what I'm saying, and they definitely freak out and run at the first opportunity. But we see the whole entire place is in pandemonium. A celestial dragon riding on top of a pirate. Of course, he's telling him to run faster. What if something happens to me? The guy is clearly starving and exhausted from being ridden like he's a goddamn animal. The guy basically gets off and he's like, you know what, it's fine, I'll walk from here, but you're fired, and threatens to shoot him. But before he can pull the trigger, the gun is collected by Karasu. He gets there right in the nick of time to save this pirate's life, and this pirate actually looks like Pinkbeard or some pirate that we've seen before. But anyways, he saves this guy's life, but the Cypher Poles do show up to try and combat Karasu and protect the celestial dragons. And it's all out war here. They're shooting at Karasu. Of course, Karasu's got some weird, I don't know what you would call it, maybe a special paramecia or a crow logia. He's got some Itachi junk going on, if you know what I'm saying. Like, this man busts out with the crows and the bullets don't hurt him, but he tells the guy to go to the east side of town. I don't know what they got going on to the east side of town. Maybe Bello Betty's over there, maybe there's an escape ship over there, who knows. And with one move, he takes out all the Cypher Pole. Obeli Soot 10,000 slashes, looking like if Tokiyami and Overhaul had a baby. I mean, for real. Like, what is this guy's power? He can form the crows into whatever he wants, but the crows are also physical. Sabo can ride on them. It's weird. Oda, you definitely gotta give us more of this soot fruit ability. Is it a logia? Is it a special paramecia? Who knows? But I'm loving it. And a quick side note here, soot is either going to help or hurt Sabo's flame fruit. So either he is a great partner to Sabo, or maybe he's Sabo's worst enemy in the training room. Who knows? But definitely the soot fruit is going to be interesting going forward. We see that the Marines have chased Karasu, and he ends up running all the way to Lindbergh. Of course, it's revealed here that Lindbergh's plan is to free the slaves. So that's what Lindbergh is here for. While he's doing that, Karasu is taking the eyes of the world government onto himself. Of course, we see that Fujitora showed up to face Karasu. Karasu attacks him with Crow Renkan. And yo, this is straight out of an Itachi playbook, bruh. Like, first you get him with the crows, then you hit him with the genjutsu right after. Yo, I see what Karasu's doing now. I see him. From there, we cut to Morley in full-on battle with Aramaki, and Aramaki's in his final form, bro. He's like the creature of the Black Lagoon or something, yo. It's crazy. And Morley is taking the piss out of Aramaki here. He's saying, yo, what are you so mad for? You get mad really easy. And Aramaki's like, bro, you're destroying the whole city. Where's your leader? Like, let me fight him. And Morley's like, yo, stop rubbing me there, you dirty pervert. Like, Morley's got some serious issues, bro. He needs to go to therapy. We cut back to Fujitora, and they're like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm summoning a meteorite. And they're like, stop, you idiot. You're gonna destroy the city. And from here, we get commentary from the original OG CP9 crew. Of course, they're all donning white suits now because they're part of CP0. We have Jabra, Bluno, Khalifa, Chapapa, Fukuro, and of course, Kumadori. Yo, it's good to see these dudes again. But they are giving us our most interesting commentary of the chapter so far. And they're saying, listen, even with the handicap, the Revolutionary Army is doing pretty good to be able to hold 2 admirals at bay. Basically meaning that the admirals are fighting on essentially a defensive handicap. You know, they can't destroy the city. They can't destroy Marijoa. They have celestial dragons screaming at them that if they get hurt, then they'll be put to death. So it sucks for the admirals in this environment. Funny thing is, this is the exact type of environment that Garp and Roger won in at God Valley. Basically a very similar situation. From here, we cut to Sabo, and we realize that his part of the plan is to rescue Kuma. He tracks down where Kuma is. Of course, he's with St. Charlos and fam, and Kuma is essentially their protector. And Karasu is telling Sabo, listen, whatever you do, you cannot allow them to use Kuma's power. You can't allow them to take advantage of that. Just showing that even though they're out there fighting admirals right now, the last thing they need is for people to start utilizing Kuma's ability, giving you insight as to just how hacked Kuma's pawpaw fruit is. But Sabo tracks them down, and he actually overhears Charlos making plans to go after Shirahoshi again. You know, even though he got beat up and, you know, he's in bad shape, he doesn't care. He wants Shirahoshi as his pet. And from here, we cut to Vivi. She's arguing with Rob Lucci because she's telling him, yo, leave me alone. I'm gonna go ask Garp to protect Shirahoshi. And Rob Lucci's explained to her, listen, don't worry, we'll protect her. She's a royal, so we have to protect her just like we're protecting you. And Vivi's like, dude, go to hell. You're not gonna protect her. You didn't protect her last time when a celestial dragon went after her, so you're not gonna protect her now. She'll definitely be targeted again. And Vivi is absolutely correct here to think that. And now we know why Garp personally escorted both King Neptune and Shirahoshi back to the sea floor. So shout out to Vivi. But from here, we cut to King Cobra being escorted to his meeting with the Gorosei, and he's saying that, listen, you guys can't actually come in with me. Guards are not permitted to speak to the Gorosei. Only King Cobra is permitted to speak to the Gorosei. So he's telling Pell, Shaka, you guys wait outside, go guard Vivi, and, you know, I'll be right back. Of course, we know he never makes it back. So this is the end of the chapter. Yo, this is definitely a setup chapter. However, it is chocked full of action and information, and I am loving this flashback so far, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. So make sure you drop a like on the video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought about this chapter, because I'm curious to see what the community thinks. Of course, this has been your guy, your brother from another mother, Seafood That Guy, speaking to y'all with love, and I love being back home. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.